My name is Mr. Jones. Very good to see you today. Please make yourself nice and comfortable. Okay, now then, today you are in for a little bit of a treat, a special test. We're going to be doing an EQ test, not an IQ test, but an EQ test. That stands for Emotional Quotient, also known as Emotional Intelligence, I believe. And now, this test, I'm going to read a little description for you to make sure that it's accurate. Okay, the Emotional Quotient EQ test is a measure of an individual's ability to recognize the emotions of themselves and others, and factor that information into their behavior and their speech around others as well. Okay, now this global EQ test, I believe that's the official title of the test, the global EQ test. It measures all 15 facets of EQ and uses a personality-based approach to EQ, which overlaps with several elements of the scientifically validated Big Five system of personality. Okay, so doesn't that sound absolutely wonderful? That sounds absolutely wonderful in my opinion. Okay, now let's get on to the actual test part, shall we? Today, what I'm going to be doing is I have a little clipboard right here, and I'm going to be getting my little pen, of course. Get my little pen. Very good. Very good indeed. Okay, and I'm going to ask you, I believe it's, how many? 60 questions. They're more like statements, really. I'm going to read a statement, and what I would like you to do is I would like you to tell me if you agree or disagree with the statement. Does it apply to you? Okay, so now then, why don't we just jump right into it? Are you ready? Yes, very good, I'm ready. So let's begin, shall we? Statement number 1. I have a positive outlook for my future. So do you agree or disagree with that statement? Very good, okay. Next statement. I sometimes have emotional outbursts that I find hard to control. Agree or disagree? Okay, very good. Next, I have a good understanding of my personal feelings. Okay. I frequently become insecure after I have socialized easy time instilling enthusiasm in other people. Okay. I think things through before acting. Okay. I am happy with my personality, intelligence, and looks. I easily lose motivation to work if there are no clear rewards in sight. Even when something personally annoys me, I often stop and consider the emotional situation of others before reacting to something that they did. I have a positive view of myself with few instances of self-blame throughout the day. I often back off from conflict even when I know I'm right. I conceal my emotions from others. I easily adapt to new conditions. I believe there is one correct way of handling most problems. I easily pick up on the emotional signals of others. I work well as part of a team. I rarely act on the spur of the moment. Even in stressful situations, I rarely lose track of my sense of direction. I find it easy to regulate my own emotions. I am better than most at remaining calm in challenging situations. I often make decisions based on gut instinct. express my feelings openly and honestly. I have difficulty with relationship building. I am generally comfortable in most social situations. I lack confidence in my own judgment and decisions. I easily communicate my feelings to others with little shyness or shame. It is easy for me to ask for what I want. I spend a lot of time dwelling on bad things that have happened to me. I readily express my emotions through facial expressions, gestures, and words. I have a good connection with my emotional life. I tend to experience strong cravings that are difficult for me to resist. I sometimes have mood swings that I find hard to control. I am generally cheerful and content. I am good at mirroring the feelings of others. I sometimes find it difficult to stand up for my rights. I refrain from producing subpar work just because I am bored or want to complete something quickly. I am satisfied with the current state of my life overall. I regard most of my personal relationships as satisfying and fulfilling. I tend to cope well with stressors and pressure. Deep relationships often end up disappointing me somehow. I am not one to give up in the face of adversity. I welcome unexpected experiences. I am happy with the person I am. I find it easy to empathize with someone else's perspective. I get anxious when I think about my future. I can adapt my behavior to fit different situations and social settings. People see me as a glass half full type of person. There we go. I do believe that was all 60 questions that I had for you today. Very good. Thank you so much for your attention throughout that. Thank you for giving me nice concise answers, agree or disagree. Very helpful for me, okay, to assess this. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to take your results away. I'm going to have a little bit of a look at them, have a little bit of an assess of the answers that you gave me, and then I'll give you a score, an EQ score, sort of like an IQ score, but obviously this today we're talking about your emotional intelligence, your emotional abilities, okay, and we can discuss the implications of your score, perhaps how you can improve in certain areas of life, maybe